What is going on, sports fans? Tex here with you for Friday night, a quick Friday night update. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are staying safe and well wherever you are in the world. Looking at TRX, of course, we're going to have a look at Doge. We may even have a look at a couple of the altcoins. Sushi, I'm quite interested in at the moment. Of course, LTC, FBTC. If you do have any requests, jump into the Discord. Let us know. Come on in and have a bit of fun with us. We have tons of charts being thrown around at the moment. You can find that over at unitytradinggroup.com, along with all of our guides and everything you need to know. You also get our free RSI divergence indicator as well. Just pop in your email address right there and you will get it 100% free. And of course, Gravy Train, our custom indicator, we're getting down to the last few hours now for 30% off, the best, most powerful indicator we have ever created. We don't ever shill anything here at UTG, but we're promoting this because there is just incredible value in this. This thing is a bomb. All right, let's get into it. TRX, one of my favorite coins. These so-called Ethereum killers are now really having their time once again. You'll see we've got a little bit of a similar formation playing out here. We had a broadening ascending wedge here. You can go to unitytradinggroup.com /broadening-wedges, or just type in broadening wedges Unity Trading Group, and you will see a big guide that we've written up about this. Now, in Discord, I identified this the other day. I think we're at about this point here. We've come down, we've retested the top of the bottom of this broadening wedge. I'll just turn everything off here. And then we've had a perfect, almost near perfect retest, which was my second entry back into TRX at 13 cents, and then a pop straight to the upside. We had a couple of little wiggles here, but again, each time just about perfectly retesting the top of this diagonal, hence the reason why I actually did have a stop down here, but was back in around this point here, and very glad that I did. If we look at Gravy Train now, it's given us a long signal as it's come to the top of the gravy cloud, and also on Unicon, well, giving us the go-ahead well back here. You can see the accuracy of Unicon on this, one of our custom indicators, is stupid. If we look at this, yeah, it's a little bit audacious, but if we look at this broadening ascending wedge and we look at this broadening ascending wedge, I truly feel that we could head back up towards this sort of all new highs for this period around the 20 cent, the 22 cent mark, perhaps even higher on TRX. So I am locked and loaded on this bad boy. Dips are for buying, in my opinion. The next obviously bit of resistance will be at around obviously this previous high. We sort of draw our supply level in here where we are now, but we punched into it quite well. And even though these wicks to the upside were a little bit impulsive before initial sell-offs, we may have a double top from here, but I would expect a retrace no further than the sort of 14, maybe 16, 14 cent mark, where we will make a little bit of a decision. So we would perhaps see something almost like a little bit of a cup and handle formation before we head up, or we just blast straight through, retest, and head towards the upside. So TRX, I'm quite bullish on at the moment, and hence the reason why I am in it. Let's have a look at BTC as well. BTC, not a ton of strength on this at the moment. We didn't get a chance to make a higher high from this point here. We were making these nice little flag formations and didn't quite make this top supply, which is still in play at the moment. If we move our fibs across, which have been respected really, really well. Turn off my pen. The reason why these fibs hasn't changed is because you can see the retest of the 27 extension and our bottom demand zone down here, which were respected quite well, just slightly front run. I really want to see a higher high from this point. Could we be making a little bit of a formation here? It's unlikely. I'm just not seeing a ton of strength on BTC at the moment. We really need to break and hold above this sort of 58,250 mark, and ideally have a retest of this, or a test rather, of this supply zone before I make any more decisions. But the beautiful thing about BTC sort of being stuck in this range is that alts get a chance to move, which they absolutely are doing right now. And I've said in my updates, yeah, I might seem like a little bit of a perma bull, but every update that I've said, it's been like, was that the dip? Like, there should be more to this if we're going to get a little bit concerned. And every time we've dipped, sure, we've had quick dips and just equally as quick recoveries. Doge, I thought we would get a touch back down towards this 45 cent mark. Could we have potentially double bottomed from here? Had a double bottom, indicating that there's quite a bit of liquidity around this area. Our VPVI isn't necessarily telling us that at the moment, but looking at Gravy Train, it's tested the top of our gravy cloud pretty much perfectly. Some little wicks to the downside, but looking at our MA here, we may be on for another move on Doge. Keeping in mind, today is the 7th here in Australia. I think in the next 2 days, Elon Musk will be on Saturday Night Live. Is he going to pull some sort of funny shit and promote Doge during it? Is he going to do something on Twitter to promote it where Doge goes mental? We know the effect that Elon can have on this coin, and only Elon can have on this coin. So yeah, interesting. Will we be making something like this, perhaps a retest and then a move to the upside? Gravy Train has given us the long signal every single time, bar this, that it's given us the long signal outside of the cloud. We've had pretty crazy moves. Don't forget, you can get your indicator, a Gravy Train indicator at 30% off at the moment, unitydtradinggroup.com/Gravy Train. We did 70 or 81% on that. And then since this, we've done another 18%. So Gravy Train pretty accurate on this one. I want to have a look at LTC very quickly as well. Again, every time LTC has had the stop short or the long signals on LTC, it's been accurate. Today we hit, or yesterday we hit the top of this channel. And I'm going to be releasing a video in the next few days on just how crazy these trend lines can be from such a long time ago, the 9th of January, and then we had another one on the 19th of Feb. It sounds a little bit crazy once you start drawing a whole bunch of lines on things, but the way in which they're respected is pretty profound, and we saw that literally to the dollar on this trend line that I posted in Discord yesterday and said this was a pretty good area to start looking at taking profits. Our fibs were respected perfectly, and here we are now trapped below it again. But our 1-2 extension is the price to beat at that 371 mark. So looking at this on a daily time frame now, this is looking to me very accumulation cylinderish. That is the word. Yeah, so definitely an accumulation cylinder on LTC at the moment. All-time highs made. Happy days for those who were hodlers of LTC. I hodled for what seemed like months and sold at the absolute worst possible time. ETC back up at 137 bucks after heading out to 180. We called this all the way back down at I think it was around 35 bucks. And I said Ethereum was running like mad. What comes next? It was ETC. This is the biggest trade of the year that I had missed, and I'm absolutely kicking myself because I would have been so deep in this and it just took off. Really, really disappointed by this, but congratulations to everyone that got on that and has been holding it. ETC, seemingly a lot of strength in this at the moment, but as these parabolic moves to the upside, we know that it's often a struggle to continue on unless something profound happens from here. So are people buying the wrong Ethereum? I did see an article come out today saying 300% run on ETC because people were buying the wrong Ethereum. Who knows in this market? It goes to show the power of the ignorant retail trader. TRX we've already had a look at. FTT still holding strong on FTT. I'm not expecting miracles on FTT, but I'm still holding my position on this. It was a little bit wobbly the other day. I was a little bit nervous back here, but we did recover, have made a higher high from here. So can we just keep making higher lows and higher highs and continue this uptrend towards a sort of 60, 65 buck mark or $65 mark, I think would be the next one, or $62 mark. And respect this channel. I'm still looking for that $75, $77 mark on FTT, and I'm going to hold until we get there. I'm married to this bag, and I shouldn't be, but I am. BTT, BitTorrent coin. We called this the other day. Oh, actually this morning, and I said there was a good break happening on BTT. When TRX tends to have moves, BTC is not too far behind. I think we did 18%. Yep, 18.3% thus far on BTT. I do have a small bag of this, and I'm holding, and I'm waiting for this to see what happens around this 50 fib mark. I do think there's some pretty decent upside potential on BTT, but it is erratic, so it's a high risk coin. If we look at where it is, that what is that, 1 cent or 10 cent? Yeah, 1 cent mark. makes sense to me on BTT at the moment. And if we can continue back up towards this level and do something like this, there's some pretty ridiculous gains to be had if we even get back towards that previous high, 61%. So I'm definitely a little bit bullish. I'm quietly bullish on BTT. So definitely one to watch at the moment. What else can we have a quick look at? ZRX is another one that I've been looking at, saying that we were seemingly in this sort of accumulation zone, similar to what ADA looked like before it broke out a little while ago. This is a right angle broadening ascending wedge. If you look at it this way, it's loose, but it is certainly one. So could we see something similar where we head up towards that 230, 250 mark retest and then head back up towards sort of that 280 mark? That's kind of what I'm looking for on ZRX at the moment. We can see there's a little bit of selling pressure here, but I think, in my opinion, 250 is on the cards. Maybe not right now, but 230, 250 is the next mark for ZRX. All right, let's get into my all-time favorite coin, Ethereum. Still, I was a little nervous today. I thought, oh shit, am I going to have to set some low buys back down towards that 3-2 mark? But seemingly respecting the uptrend at the moment. If this rolls over and we get an exit signal on Ethereum, I'll probably get a little nervous because I really want to try and preserve some of the profit that I've made. But again, I'm married to my bags. I don't want to sell on the off chance that it continues up. So looking at gravy train, we're still moving all right from sort of gravy train standards. Nothing has changed too much. Rather than sell, I probably should just continue to buy if we do head back down and end up being in this little range between 352 and 322. So I'm waiting patiently and cautiously to see what happens on this one at the moment. Ethereum making me a little nervous, but hey, let's see what happens in the next little bit. All right, that's enough from me. Of course, unitytradinggroup.com, you can get your free RSI divergence indicator. You can see the accuracy of this and how good this thing is on pretty much any coin, any time frame. It works wonderfully well, and it's a 100% free indicator for yours, because why the hell not? Broadening wedges, you can learn a lot about that. And of course, UTG presents Gravy Train, our cheat code for the market indicator. It is absolutely incredible, this thing. 30% off at the moment with the code GravyBaby. I wish you all the best for this weekend. Do stay safe, look after each other, and we look forward to seeing you on the next UTG update. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.